So mystery method is like alpha, a big thing about alpha, alpha this and alpha that. I was never too fussed about this alpha thing. Social proof was a big thing to him. So he's like, you become so friendly with everyone, not just the girls, because if you're being going just for the girls, you're being a bit of a creep, and you want to be just friendly, nice, club. This was night game, just going out. He once went around the whole club. He saw a girl at the end of one the club, started becoming friends, showing magic tricks, and that was his spiel and went all around. So social proof is one. Confidence. If you are not congruent or confident, and when they say congruence in pickup artistry, like you can say some things, but they might not be congruent to who you are. So that it might show, the leakage will show of that. So you have to be congruent. Smile. You always have to be that happy guy. In pictures, it's okay to have your attitude and stuff, but if you're in a public setting, why are you going out if you're going to be a grumpy person? Be playful. David D'Angelo called this cocky comedy, where he was always using that. Well groomed. This guy had nail polish and peacocking. He calls it peacocking. Lots of hats, lots of things. I used to do so much of that peacocking stuff without even knowing what I was doing because I was congruent to that kind of persona when I was clubbing, all these outfits and stuff. And find connection. So the steps are you bait the person with a question. Hey girls, do you guys floss before or after brushing? Hook their response. Real, so indicate instant. Oh, that's very interesting. You say it that way. I really think that's something different. That's very special. So show them interest and then release. So it's like, anyway, I have to go now. Too bad you're so tall or something. Negs, I don't know. Negs seem to be played out. Okay, so those are his steps. And mystery's phase was three phases. Attraction phase, which was these steps, comfort, which is isolate, comfort, and then seduction. And all these steps had sub steps. So we can talk about that. So let's go a little bit deeper on the mystery method. Attraction, comfort, seduction. You can see A1 is open. So when you open, you don't go directly, you go at an angle, so you're not too threatening like this. When you're side by side, you can be very close and it won't be overwhelming, but even just a bit of front to front, and that's already quite a bit. So that's that. Then you disqualify yourself, or you just say, "Oh, I'm just here for a few minutes, just have a quick question, and then I need to go back to my friends." But do you floss before and after eating or brushing? It's like canned openers. That's what he used to call it. There's some bits about DHV. Demonstration of higher value. I think it's there in A2. Keep talking about stories that show that you are so out there and well known and connected. And never, another thing is never hate on your own friends because that shows that you are not in a happy place. You want to show that you are with the in crowd who are always. While I was going through this, one thing I did pick up, which used to use all the time when I was dating, is always take someone to three places. Whenever you go on a date, three places, because those are 3 mini dates. That means you've already had so many experiences in one go. You're compressing time and experiences, which is very good. There's something called IOIs, which I was so oblivious to for a long time. Indications of interest. A girl would come over, she'd be like, "Yeah, oh, you just like watching movies, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I called you over, because I really like watching movies. I'll watch a movie twice. First time to listen to the story, second time to study the camera work, the wardrobe, the makeup, and all that. Give me like blatant hints." Then there is the bit where man baits woman to become more invested in the interaction, then he rewards her efforts with indications of interest. So the man also shows the interest in her. Now, Mystery had a team of guys. I think they used to call it projects, where they have the pickup artist project or this guy project. And his friends, Matador and Teardrop, they were so helpful in helping me understand a few other things. So let me tell you Matador first. Matador was really good at AMOG, another male of group or alpha male of group or whatever. But basically it means shutting down the other male and showing you are the male in the group. Whichever group of guys you go to, you AMOG them, which is not the best tactic. So he also doesn't recommend just AMOGing anyone and everyone. Keep it for when you really need it. But he had a lot of practice with. They all did a series called The Pickup Artist. There are two seasons. Other guy, T, or One Philosophy, which I really love. It is in the best interest, which is why even ugly guys think the hottest chicks are still after them, because it's in their best interest. It's like basically we live in this planet with only two main values: survival and replication. A guy would rather risk make the costly mistake by assuming that she's then not as you will see time and time again a lot of not good looking guys, not the best dressed or anything, get a very beautiful woman because her values are different. Her values come secure. They like confidence in a guy, sense of humor in a guy. Those are the top four. Love drop. His name is Love Drop. But let's carry. So A1, A2, A3, that's attraction. Then you have the next phase, which is comfort. C1, C2, C3. Start the conversation. Start building rapport. Breaking rapport is also because you don't want to show, oh, I'm just sucking up to you and just agree to everything. The women are not going to like that, and that's going to be one of the SHIT tests. Then you start a connection. Kissing occurs. This phase may last over a course of several dates. Intimacy. Now you're at seduction location, out and all that. And he's just like a lot of pickup artists had different tips. He's like, I always choose a place near to my house if I want to close that day, or I'm not the kind who likes to just jump in bed with anyone. And the other, they find excuses to get them in the house. They'll be like, oh, I've just forgotten my keys. I just live down the road. Do you want to come in quickly? They get to stake out the place. So you've already made them comfortable. And we've talked about that in a Ross Jeffries speed seduction where you're fractionating things. You're bringing them home. They've seen it quickly. Then you go to your date. Then they already have the ideas of bringing you back home or going back home with you, comfort, and then seduction. You have your escalation, how to. There's something. Oh, there it is. LMR, last minute resistance. How to avoid making them freak out. Call it buyer's remorse. The final thing there, which I don't want to say on YouTube because I don't know what they're going to change these days. But that is the mystery method. So let's go back to my note, to the note. So we've got up to here. Then isolate and make it look big, make her jump hoops. This is another psychological thing. A woman already makes you jump her hoops by asking you, telling you questions, and oh, I don't know about that. Why don't you entertain me? This and that. And a lot of guys become the dancing monkey. I think that's what they call it. You also have to make them jump. Oh, you really want to know? I can read your palm reading was another opener or way to get them interested. And then after you say, I can read your palm, you're like, oh, yeah, but you have to buy me a drink first or that. Two, Kino escalation. Kino escalation is physical touch. So while you're talking, you're like, hey, oh, that's so funny. Or, like basic. They always say this is easy. Don't go too close to the private areas or tender areas, bellies and stuff. That's when you get escalate. So you test how they react with those Kino escalations. Another game they used to was getting comfort. So there's like, okay, you just put your hand like this and see what she does. Does she put her hand straight over you, or you say put your hands over me? Okay. Then when you bring it up, does she bring it down? That's a trust. How to figure out if there's any trust going. If she quickly just puts her hands in yours, trust it. Kino escalation test. If not positive, show this. So show disinterest, but in a positive way. Ah, it's okay. Like just turn away a bit, but still talk like you're about to be disinterested. Stripper. Shouldn't you be making money or your own boss? That is so. I guess that's a special note during those times. Just remember, this was between 2005 and 2000. Don't jump her hoop till you make her jump yours. We've already talked about jealousy plotline during back forward merge. So there are different merges. You can merge with different groups. You're always opening sets. They call it sets. If you're going to talk to two girls, you're opening a two set. If it's one girl, one guy, then you're still opening a two set, a mixed set. So they have all these special names they've created. Carry on with mystery. Always make her touch you. So you can make funny jokes at her cost or something, just so she gives you a hit or something, and then slowly act like you're going to bump into things and she pulls you and stuff like that. LMR, last minute resistance, approach anxiety is the anxiety guys feel, and they have like a 3 second rule or something. That's just do it within 3 seconds and get it out of the way. And then over there, Tyler. Now, Tyler, he used to be with Mystery, then he started his own world, RSD, Real Social. He is also a bit of a creepo, but he had some valid points. I did listen to his, I didn't like his stuff as much, but some things that did stand up were be in your own reality, don't seek approval. This guy was short, didn't care, just, but in the book, he doesn't have a good rep because of his behavior. This is Tyler again. He's create, intim- create intimacy, do a push and pull, play games and have fun. So that was Tyler's quick one. And then there was another guy called Vay, and I think I did the course on confidence, and they had some funny terms. They're just like, you know how women say, oh, he's got this size and that size, and I like size. So they flip what kind of grip. Is it grip, mobile grip, or something else? I can't remember that bit. But the important bit was a course that was how to build confidence. Day one, you just walk up to someone you see on a regular basis, or like a shopkeeper or something, and start conversation with them. Oh, hi, how you doing? What's your discount? So you've started warming up with your conversation there. Then another day, you do 100 approaches asking people, hey, do you have the time? And if people ask, well, don't you have a mobile? Don't you have a what? And he's like, that's a good way to take it to the next step. Once you're ready, you say you have a watch, but you're like, could you tell me the time? And then they're like, oh, you don't have a time. And I was like, oh, yeah, I just wanted to double check if mine was right, or if I just felt like I needed it. Was, oh, yeah, progressive overload. I've got a separate video on progressive overload, which has, let's see what he's saying. Your emotional state is independent from her attraction. If she window of opportunity to go. He says start attraction, then have a detached attitude. Time means nothing. This is why we do the 3 dates in the first date, or 3 spots in the first. It's attractive to use opportunity. So when you do get the hint that I want a kiss, right? Physical escalation. Here it's physical, mystery code. And whenever she contributes to something you want to see more of, you. Now, ABC. Safety. Use names of kith and kin. So when you're talking, use names like they already know these people in your life, or that is how close you are to them, that you find commonalities. And then number C is direction focus. Make less mistakes than the other guy. A lot of the time, that's all you have to do. Just be quiet long enough to get luckier than the other guy who's just trying so. And a lot of the time, I got lucky was me just doing me, dancing away. I didn't even want to, and it just happened. Let's close this now. This is the